Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, what's up? My name is vianney.strick. Thank you so much for watching. As you can see, today we're starting a new series called Beau-TEA Chats. Beau-TEA Chats. So we're going to be talking about a lot of different subjects about pop culture while I actually create this look that I really ended up loving. To be honest, it really just felt like I was sitting down with you guys having a FaceTime and we were just gossiping. So if you're into that kind of vibe, if you want to talk and do a little chisme and have a little Beau-TEA chat, just keep on watching. I love you guys so much. I really hope that you enjoy this video. And if you do enjoy this video, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel to join my squad. Let's get into it. I did want to give a big shout out to not the winner. It wasn't a competition, but I did ask you guys to give me like name ideas for this type of episode, this type of series. And you guys had so many great ideas. It was honestly so hard for me to pick, but my favorite ended up being this one, the Beau-TEA. Beau-TEA, why didn't I even think of that? So thank you so much for that idea. Thanks for being the inspiration of the name of the series. So excited that you guys were all so interested in this series. I'm not gonna lie, I'm such like a celebrity reality TV junkie. I will try to talk about some of the makeup that I'm using, but I will say I'll just leave it all in the description down below if you are wondering. We do have a lot to talk about. We're gonna get into it. So first, I wanted to talk about The Bachelor. Who is watching The Bachelor is honestly the first question, because I feel like, let's be honest, I feel like most people are not watching it right now, so please let me know in the comments if you are watching it. I wanted to give this new season a try. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like at first, I always liked Zach. I liked him in the past season. I thought he seemed like a good guy, but I thought he was probably boring. And obviously I don't know him. I don't know any of these people that we're talking about, but I didn't know if he would like be able to like carry out a whole season. And I have to say, I ended up actually really liking him at first. I was thinking, you know, yeah, maybe he's not like the most entertaining guy. He seems like a stand-up guy. He seems like a genuine like husband material. He seems like it. I don't know if he is or not. You guys tell me. I feel like something about him, he seems like the type of guy that everyone's like, oh my God, he's such a nice guy. He's such a nice guy. Yes, but he seems like the type of guy that he's nice until things don't go his way. The reason why I say that is because I feel like anytime that any girl brought up any like concern with him, he almost like gave up very quickly. I mean, I do enjoy a person that knows what they want, and so there's nothing wrong with him sending people home, but it seems like anytime anybody disagreed with him about anything, he like immediately sent them home. And you know, that's obviously a little bit of a red flag, so I didn't like that. And then I ended up getting the ick. I already like had my doubts about him, but when I got the official ick was whenever Greer, when he like got COVID and they had to do like the Zoom rose ceremony. Obviously, she was just trying to relate to him by saying that she knows how he feels because she got COVID as well when she was at work. And it was like, I guess she works in sales for those of you guys who don't know. And apparently she got COVID at the end of the quarter and it was just like very hard for her at work. So she was trying to like relate to him. And he like took that very like negatively and almost like started chuckling and was like, no offense, but you know, it's not like that at all. Like, this is, like, I'm trying to find my person. So it's just not the same at all. Like, but I personally felt like, yes, we're all thinking the same thing, right? Like, if I was Zach, I would be like, well, it's not the same thing. But I wouldn't say it because the girl was crying. He really hurt her feelings. This is why I don't think I could ever do, like, a dating show. Obviously, I'm married now, but I think the reason why I couldn't do it is because, number one, you're competing for a man, which is already, like, I'm not doing that. And then also, I feel like there's like such like a power imbalance. If any other guy said this to Greer, she would probably like say something back. Like, okay, well, first of all, that's not what I meant. You know what I mean? Like maybe she would stand up for herself, but because he's a bachelor and she doesn't like want to upset him even more, she just kind of took it, which is like, I don't know, I felt kind of bad for her. Another thing that he did was when he sent that girl home, sorry, I'm horrible at names, but when he sent the girl home, who's like this really pretty blonde girl, really quiet, seems like a nice girl, he sent her home because she wanted a one-on-one date. And The thing is that you can tell when he's like switches and is done with someone. When they first started talking and she was like upset because she wanted a one-on-one date, he was like, hey, like you have to just trust in what we have together. You know, he was like reassuring her that she doesn't need a date because they have something so strong. And then by the end of that same conversation, he's like, you know what, it's just not working out for me. Do you see what I mean? It seems like anybody that tries to challenge him, he almost like gets rid of. And I'm sorry, buddy, but that's literally what marriage is, or like a relationship that's healthy. You're going to be challenging each other because you want to be in a relationship where you become better people, where you challenge each other. You know, good luck to him. I hope that maybe I'm just getting the wrong impression. I hope maybe he's not like that. I don't hate him. I still think he seems like a really good person. By the way, spoilers. If you're not caught up, do not watch this video. So the top 4 were Gabby, Katie, Ariel, and Charity. I'm very surprised that Catherine wasn't on the top 4. I genuinely thought she would maybe be the winner. And if you guys haven't watched Women Tell All, you should watch it. I already watched it. Again, spoiler alert. Even she was like, I'm just wondering, like, what changed? Because it was very sudden. And he didn't even say, like, anything. He was just like, yeah, you know, it was just a decision that I had to make. And I feel like it almost, like, proved, again, that he just, like, switches on people. Something to note about the top 4. Charity. I really like Charity. I will give you guys my thoughts on her being the Bachelorette at the end of this little Bachelor segment. But I feel like they didn't show too much of their connection. I don't know if it's just me, but I was so surprised that he picked Charity over Catherine, because I almost feel like I saw him and Catherine's relationships way more. And I'm also surprised he picked Ariel. Again, Charity and Ariel for me I didn't know they were top contenders. They seem like extremely sweet girls. They're both absolutely beautiful. They both had really amazing families. But to me, it's like, in my mind, it's like, well, he has to pick Gabby or Katie, right? I mean, I just didn't see that connection with those other girls. I personally think he's going to pick Katie. And I love Katie, and I also love Gabby. Something about him and Katie just looks so natural. Like, he obviously gets along really well with Gabby as well, and they make a really cute couple. But I think that him and Katie give more like soulmate vibes. Let me know if you feel the same way. Like I said, I like them both. It just seems like it's like right time, right place for them also. Like, they both live in Austin. I really, really liked that for her family, like for her hometown date, she did go to the grocery store with him, and she like had him make a piece of furniture. Honestly, the best way to test your like potential husband, fiance, boyfriend's like either temper or patience level is building a piece of furniture. I think it was such a great move for her, because in The Bachelor, Bachelorette, you're like in this like fake world of just like horse and carriages and traveling. And at the end of the day, like, your hometown date should be like a hometown date, like a date that you would go on or something you would do with someone that you like. I really think that that was smart. Let's kind of quickly finish up on The Bachelor. So I'm really happy for Charity. Again, spoiler alert. I'm really happy for Charity for getting the Bachelorette. She seems like such a nice girl. I'm sure she's going to do amazing, and she's so beautiful, and she just seems like a really nice girl. I will say, my pick for Bachelorette, if she doesn't win, was actually going to be Gabby. She kind of gives me like Hannah Brown vibes. Like, she's just goofy and funny, and you think, can she be the Bachelorette? But then I feel like Hannah Brown really made the season so fun. Not a hater for Charity. I'm really happy for her. The only thing is, I just feel like they didn't show her personality enough on the show. So I'm just wondering how she's going to like carry out the show. But then again, Zach was also thought as like boring, and you know, he was a pretty good Bachelor, so I am excited to watch Charity. My theory for the finale, I don't know if you guys watch the Women Tell All. They keep calling it SEX week. I'm not prude, but I don't know if I don't want this video to get demonetized. And they keep making it seem like he didn't want to do that with anybody, which, by the way, I think that's a great idea. I know this is a reality show, okay? But in the real world, if you're about to propose to someone, I feel like, I don't know, I've never been in that position, but like, I think he knows by now, at least between two. He has to at least between two know who he wants to marry. And to me, it's like, if you're sleeping with all these women and then you pick one, like, I don't know. Like, that's why I could never go on the show, because that wouldn't fly with me. So I like the idea of him saying, like, let's just not. But it seems like he did. And it seems like he did with Ariel. That's kind of like the promo that they're showing. If that's the case, I really hope that he was planning on choosing Ariel and not somebody else, because if he really did sleep with someone and wasn't going to pick them, like, that is just such a bad move on everyone. Like, that would be horrible. I'm very excited to watch. You know, I know they always kind of hype up the finale, but let's be honest, most of the finales for the Bachelor franchise are pretty freaking good. So I'm excited to watch. Let me know your comments down below, though. I would love to know your comments on Zach as the Bachelor, on what your top 4, what do you think of Charity as a new Bachelorette, and who do you think that they're gonna pick? All right, moving on to Vanderpump Rules. Oh my God. So I've been watching Vanderpump Rules since I was in college. So it's just like a funny backstory. I moved into my dorm and I put a TV there, and all we had was cable because you're like in a dorm. And Vanderpump Rules started playing on Bravo, and I got sucked in. I like the fact that like the episode that was playing wasn't even like the beginning of the season, nothing. Like, it was just a random episode, and I was like, oh my goodness, this has got to be the best reality show. And so after I got kind of sucked in, I started watching it from the beginning, like online, and then I caught up. And I feel like it's so underrated. I personally don't have that many friends that watch it. And so that's why I wanted to do this on YouTube, because I have got to talk to someone about this. So I wanted to talk to you guys. I'm so excited that a lot of you guys do watch Vanderpump Rules. What's going on is like horrible, but I'm glad that this show is getting some like hype so that more people start watching it, because let's be honest, the show is unhinged, okay? I feel like most of you guys that are watching probably know what's going on. For those of you that don't, I'm gonna try to like make it such like a quick breakdown. Okay, quick breakdown, because it's kind of a long story. Vanderpump Rules, it's a reality show. It's a bunch of friends, right? Some of them are married, some are not. Some are dating like for a long time, some are not. So Ariana and Tom Sandoval have been dating for 9 to 10 years. Ariana doesn't want to get married. She would probably be wifey by now, but she doesn't want to get married. So they kind of hold each other out to be like almost like a spouse, just not legally. So they have a house together, they have a business, like they are honestly one of the it couples on the show, okay? James is kind of a newer guy. He's been on there for a couple seasons, but he was really good friends with Tom Sandoval, and he started dating a girl named Raquel. Raquel seems like the nicest freaking girl ever, okay? Nicest, sweet, doesn't get into any drama. They're dating, they get engaged, they break up. They break off the engagement. You know, James moves on with a different girl. And then Raquel is just like being single, and she wants to have a little fun, but she's starting to get into like a little bit of trouble with her friends, because now she's trying to hook up with like friends that are like the ex-husbands of a friend, or, you know, just she's doing too much, okay? And I'm surprised that she's doing that much, because she seems like such a sweet, innocent girl. We just found out that her and Tom Sandoval, who is still in a relationship with Ariana, have been having an affair for over 7 months. This girl, Raquel, has been Ariana's friend. Ariana has taken her in, okay? First of all, it seems to me like Raquel is doing a little bit of like a villain era. It seems like maybe she needs money. And the reason why I'm saying that is because she went on a date with Peter and she starts crying over her breakup. She starts crying and she says, yeah, you know, it's really hard being single. James used to pay for everything, and now I have to pay for everything myself. And it's like, wait, how did that just come out of your mouth on a date, first of all? Peter's probably like, okay, well, I don't think I have enough money to take care of you. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure in the last reunion, after they said that the engagement was over, she said something about, I'm going to focus on my degree. I forgot what her degree was, but she said she was going to focus on a career with her degree. That's what she said. I was thinking, we're never going to see this girl again on Bravo, okay? But then she realizes that it's expensive to be single, I guess. And then she starts all this drama, and obviously, like, now the ratings are up. Now she's probably gonna be making the most money if she decides to be on an episode, because everybody, all the producers are gonna want her on these episodes. And so I think, like, part of it was a money move. I really do think so, because she's trying to be the main character of the show, and she doesn't care who she hurts. I will say, most of the people on this, like, cast have screwed each other over so many times, but I feel like no one's ever had an affair. And so there obviously, I think, are real feelings involved, because it's one thing to, like, have a one-night stand with Tom and then call it a day and then, like, make a bunch of money off of it. But to have an affair for 7 months, obviously there was some type of interest there between the two. I'm wondering if they're even going to be together at this point. I just don't understand. I mean, I don't understand this whole thing. Like, I don't know what the like, how she could do this to another woman that, like, is her friend. What I really, really don't understand is how, like, how do you do this while still being friends with Ariana and, like, just lying and lying and lying? And also, my husband Wyatt, like, he always gets so annoyed because he's like, I don't understand how celebrities think they can cheat and get away with it. Like, they're literally celebrities, they're famous. Like, that's never, like, how stupid can you be to know that you're gonna keep that a secret? I just feel like they risked so much. I mean, it seems like Tom and Ariana were not happy anymore, but it's like, look, at the end of the day, I'm the type of person that it's like, break up with me, dump me, divorce me before you cheat on me. Like, I will respect you if you do that. Okay, so I understand that maybe they weren't happy, but that girl, Ariana, has been with Tom through so much, has been his ride or die through so much, and he does that to her with a friend. Like it's already bad enough to cheat. It's already bad enough to have an affair, but you do it with a girl. And Raquel was going to these shows. They had matching necklaces. I mean, it is unhinged. These people need help. I feel so bad for Ariana, but in a way, I mean, I'm not glad that this happened, but let's be honest, like, she could do so much better. It's so crazy to me how both Toms lost their partners with all the BS that they're doing. Like, I feel so bad for Katie and Tom. Again, I am happy for Katie, though, because she could do so much better. Like, I do like the Toms as people. I think that they're really great to watch, but could you imagine being married to one of them, or just, like, being in a long-term relationship with them? Like, come on. I'm sure most of you guys know, but Raquel, which, by the way, her real name is Rachel, and on TikTok everyone's calling her Rachel. I'm just gonna call her Raquel so that people don't get confused. Raquel and Sheena were on What Happens Live, like, what, 2 weeks ago? And this is literally when it all happened. The night that Ariana found out he was cheating, Raquel and Sheena were doing What Happens Live, and they asked, who is a hotter Tom? And Raquel said, Sandoval. Sheena allegedly punched Raquel in the eye, or in the face. And I think Raquel has been thinking about, I don't know if she already has or not, but I think she's pressing charges and trying to get a restraining order on Sheena. The reason why this affects us as viewers is because they are going to film the reunion. And if Raquel has a restraining order against Sheena, then Sheena can't be in the same room as Raquel, so then you have to pick one or the other to be in the room. I'm pretty sure one of them can come through in Zoom. Whether there is a restraining order or not, from what I've been hearing is that one of them will be on Zoom, and I think it's Raquel. Obviously, we're all thinking, well, I want Raquel to be there because I want her to, like, say, I want to hear what she has to say. And I agree. Selfishly, I want Raquel. But I will say, like, that would suck for Sheena to, like, not be able to be at a reunion of a show that she literally started because of this girl. And also, like, we haven't seen it, but Sheena did get married on this season, so I'm sure she wants to talk about it. So that kind of sucks. Like, I know right now Raquel is in, like, her villain era, but if she wants to have any type of, like, respect for anyone, I think maybe she should calm down with the restraining order and maybe be a little bit more of, like, she should be a little bit more of a team player. I will do a little devil's advocate because there are some things that I still, like, whether or not you like Raquel or not, I still think that she was wronged in a lot of ways, and she did put up with a lot of things. One thing that I don't like at all, okay, I like hate and love Lala, and I hate and love shorts, okay? Let's talk about Lala real quick. Raquel is like essentially saying that Sheena wants to like set her up with shorts, which is Katie's ex-husband, which messed up. Like Sheena is messed up for that, and so is Raquel for even like entertaining that. Literally, Lala steps up to be a good friend, and she says, no, like I'm gonna stop you right there. Like that's like she would be so upset if you did that. I would never do that to her. Okay, and you're like, okay, yay, points for Lala. And like 2 minutes later, she's like, by the way, me and James hooked up while you guys were dating and I was dating Randall. Make it make sense. Like, I think Lala is a great person on a reality show. She obviously has a lot of like redeeming qualities about her, and she seems like a fun friend to have, but she's such a hypocrite. I'm sorry. And I feel like anytime anybody tries to call her out on it, she like double backs down on anything and like the claws come out. And then I do want to say about Schwartz. The reason why I hate him and love him is because he's such a lovable guy, but he has no backbone. He seems like such a fun friend to have, but could you imagine being married to this guy? Like, I am honestly shocked that Katie lasted this long with him. I'm shocked that they got married. I understand that they're best friends, but like that is not enough. Like your husband has to like stand up for you. Your husband has to respect you. Your husband cannot pick his friends over you. Like, I truly did not think from what I saw on the show that Schwartz was a good husband at all. And I could see Katie falling into like a depression, and I felt so bad for her. I truly feel like her and Ariana are about to like spread their wings and fly away into the sunset together as business partners. And I really hope that one day they truly like find a man that is worth their time. We cannot ignore what's going on with Selena Gomez and Hailey Bieber and the Jenners. Like, I'm sorry, it's all over my For You page, it's all over my YouTube page, like it's everywhere. I have always liked Selena Gomez. I've always been her fan from the beginning. I never hated on Hailey Bieber, Hailey Baldwin, because it's like, you can't like just hate someone because they married this girl's ex-boyfriend, right? So I never really hated on her. I've always thought she was beautiful. I tried out Rhode, her skincare brand. Like I've never like fed into the beef, you know? I have loved Justin Bieber as well. After all this drama, like nobody put the blame on Justin, which is like, look, you know, like who knows what really happened? But at the end of the day, like, you don't know what this guy is telling these girls. When Justin got married, got engaged, all this stuff, it's like everyone is hating on Hailey. This girl's obviously, like, in love with him. And, like, at the end of the day, Justin is the one that went back and forth with these girls and then proposed to one. Like, I just don't like that everyone just puts the blame on women when at the end of the day, like, no blame was put on him. Who knows what happened? I just feel like Justin has gotten away with so much, and, like, and these poor girls that have like nothing to do with each other are the ones that are getting all the heat. I don't appreciate that. Now, I will say, I did feel really, really bad for Hailey at first because her husband's ex-girlfriend was his first love. Like, good luck competing with that. And then on top of that, she's like the most beloved celebrity. Like, could you imagine what it would do to her self-esteem? Like, but I will say something that's been going on recently, it has not like changed my mind. Like, I still feel bad for her and I still like her and I still, you know, but you guys, it's starting to freak me out a little bit. And I hate saying this because I do feel bad for Hailey for all the hate that she's getting, but like, I'm looking at things that I cannot escape, okay? Like, these are things that I'm like I'm fighting myself in my head because I'm like, no, like, don't think negatively of this girl, but it's like, what am I looking at? If you don't know what I'm talking about, people are putting together times that Hailey has either copied Selena or, like, trolled her, and let me tell you guys something. Like, I believe that some things can just be coincidences. Like, I believe that, but there are just too many, and these things that she's doing, they're always like after Selena, like Like Selena does them first and then she does them. The first thing that really freaked me out was the tattoo. Selena got a tattoo of a G behind her ear. Then Hailey gets the same tattoo, like almost the same font and the same placement of a G behind her ear. If I wanted to get a tattoo and it was just very similar to my husband's ex-girlfriend, I probably just wouldn't, you know, I'd be like, I'll get it somewhere else. You know what I mean? Like, and then she got a tattoo like on her like back rib cage that looks just like it. That's a very popular tattoo, so you know, that one didn't freak me out too much. The G definitely freaked me out, but there are so many times that like Hailey has worn things that are the exact same, like same outfits. And I know like that sounds stupid, but like in the celebrity world, like if you perform and you're Selena Gomez and you perform with an outfit, like that outfit is iconic and everyone's gonna remember it. And if your ex-boyfriend's wife wears that after you, like that's weird. You know what I mean? And then there's a lot of times where like she will post extremely similar things. She will say the same thing that Selena says, like word for word. I don't know if she's trolling or not, but it just seems like too much of a coincidence. I'm sorry. It just seems like too much. Like, I don't want to like join the hate train. I will never join a hate train, especially for someone that I don't even know. But all I'm saying is that whatever Hailey's doing, she's really giving people reasons to like not like her. And I truly feel bad for her. I can't imagine her mental health right now. But I do think that Justin needs to say something. And like, I know that he posted a picture with her saying, I love you, baby. But like, no. You have never spoken out about any of this. You have never said anything. And I understand you want to stay out of the drama, but like this is your spouse. This is your wife. And she's getting dragged. And on top of that, the narrative is that you don't even like her that much. And so if that's the narrative and your wife is literally getting just thrown under the bus, like you have got to say something. It just seems like all she wants to do is like get his love. And like she maybe doesn't get it. I don't know. It just seems like it. But on top of that, like that's the narrative. And her husband is not even like willing to say something to change the narrative. Like, I don't know. There's just a lot of coincidences. I don't understand how this happened. Even after Selena and Hailey took a picture together. Like this is the picture that healed the world after so many years. And yet, if you have been getting so much hate for this, your whole time being married, and Selena was like nice enough to take a picture of you and like, not just a picture, like she embraced her. She was like loving on her. Take that and run with it and stop talking about her. If anything, like give her some respect for that and move on. I'm just like in shock that she like opened up this can of worms again and is still doing what she's doing and she's still posting what she's posting. Like I could never have the patience to deal with that. And if I had a way to get out of it, I would have gotten out of it and like ran with it. And that's it. Anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I really hope that this video does well, really, because I just want to know if like this is something you guys enjoy, because I want to keep doing it. Before I film the next one, if you guys enjoyed this one, maybe I can go in my community tab or on my Instagram story and ask you guys like, what do you guys want me to talk about? It doesn't just have to be about reality shows. We can talk about like other pop culture type of thing. You guys know, even social media, like whatever you guys want. This is the final look. Like I mentioned, I will just link everything down below if you're interested, but I ended up really liking how this look turned out. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down in the comments if you guys had fun. Thank you guys for allowing me to start a new series. I appreciate all the feedback and thanks again for watching. I love you guys so much and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.